You may click on My Current Timesheet, and it will take you to the actual times that have been recorded on your timesheet for our current pay period. In this example, you can see that the test employee worked at Maclay Branch on Tuesday the 7th from 8 a.m. to 3:02. The raw total tells you the exact hours that this individual worked. The calculated total tells you what the rounding is of those hours. The library district is moving to a rounding payment system. So if you clock in within a 7-minute window before or after your starting time, it will record the actual time in, time out on the raw total, and then we will do a calculated total rounding you to your starting time. And in this case, it would show 7 hours instead of 7:03. If you clock in and out before or after 7 minutes, then the system will take you to the next quarter hour. So when we look at Wednesday the 8th for Spencer Road, we see that this individual clocked in at 7:55 and left at 11 a.m., working 3 hours, 8 minutes, round it to 3. Left for lunch, came back at 11:30 and worked till 5 with the 5:50. Employees can look at their timesheets, but they do not have the ability to adjust or modify any clock in or clock outs. You do have the ability to change a location. If you change a location, so say on the 8th, it showed Spencer because that was your home branch, but you really floated at Catherine Linneman, you have the ability to change those locations. You see at the top in red, it says Need Savings. That's a memo, that's a message to you that you need to go to the bottom of your screen and you need to hit Save. Timesheet has been saved. So now for the test employee, it shows correctly that on the 7th, this employee worked at Maclay, and on the 8th, this person worked at Catherine Linneman. As you review your timesheet, you should be looking at your clock ins and clock outs. The From column is the time that you arrived at work. The To column is the time that you left. Raw total are the actual hours that you were at the library district. The calculated total is the rounded time. As you look at your timesheet, we want you to always audit your clock ins and your clock outs. The From column is the time that you arrive at work. The To column is the time that you are clocking out. The raw total is those hours that are on the clock for clocking in and out. The calculated total represents the rounding feature, 7 minutes before, 7 minutes after your starting time. As you look at your timesheet, you may see that there are errors in how you've punched in and punched out. It could be simply that you forgot to clock in. So when this occurs, you are going to go to the bottom of your screen. You will select Change Request. The first screen that comes up is going to ask you, what kind of change is this? And you are going to, in this example, add a punch in. It's going to say, what date do you want to do this? In the test example, I'm choosing Tuesday the 14th. I'm going to tell my manager that I clocked in at 9 a.m. That's 9:00 Go to the bottom of this screen and hit Submit Change. What is your reason for wanting to modify your timesheet? You can simply tell your manager that you forgot to clock in and hit Request. That request has now gone to your manager. In this example, you have asked for a clock in, but you have not asked for a clock out in order to get your total day. Go back into the 14th. You are going to say, add a punch out for Tuesday the 14th. What time did you leave that day? let's say you left the branch at 3 p.m. At 3:00 p. Submit your request. Again, your reason for needing your modification, forgot to clock out. Send your request. You will not see these appear on this timesheet until your manager has approved this. But this will be the system now for making modifications to your electronic timesheet. You have now successfully looked at your timesheet and you can see that it is correct. You are ready to leave this page. You need to use the arrows at the bottom of your screen. Previous screen will take you back to your home page. The library logo will take you back to your home page.